Hello there, and welcome to Starshine Station. Are you checking in with us today? Okay, great. Do you have a reservation? Okay, let me just pull up our records here. Okay, and what name would your reservation be under? Okay, let me just find you in the system here. I'm not seeing a reservation for you at the moment. Could you give me the spelling of your first and last name? Okay. I'm still not seeing it coming up. Are you sure you booked with this space station in particular? There are quite a few stations throughout the Shavar system, and it's possible that maybe you didn't book with us. Oh, your assistant made the booking. Okay, well, I can log in to the shared network and see if you are booked at one of the other stations, okay? Just give me a minute here. Okay, I'm still not seeing any reservation for you. Is it possible that your assistant simply forgot to book you a room? That is a possibility. Your assistant tends to be a little absent-minded. Okay, well, that is no problem whatsoever. We always welcome walk-ins. So what we're going to do is take down your information and get a room reserved for you. We're going to do a great room. Starshine Station is definitely one of the finest hotels in the Shavar system, the entire Shavar system. We are one of the highest rated hotels, so I think that you will find us to your liking. And one of the things that we are famous for is we have some of the best radiation shielding in the galaxy. So if you're sensitive to any of that cosmic radiation, you won't have to worry about it when you're within this station. So, alright, well, let's just get you a room. Okay. Where are you coming from, if I may ask? Oh, okay, yeah, beautiful planets in that system. That's actually on my list of places that I'd like to travel within the next couple of years. Maybe over summer break or something, you know? Yeah. Okay, so I have your first and last name here. I'm just gonna input those. Okay, and what species are you? Okay, great. Yes, we do try to keep certain species away from each other. Given various parts of the galaxy, some species are allergic to other species, and we don't want any of our guests going into anaphylaxis if they're in a room too close to someone that their bio makeup doesn't quite get along with. So, we do kind of try to keep compatible species with other compatible species, so. Now, given your specific species, I'm guessing that you want a room in an area that's not going to be overly humid. I know that moisture can sometimes kind of damage the exterior makeup of your scales. That's correct? Okay. So low moisture wing. Are you here on business or pleasure? Oh, it's not really a question for the room booking. I was just curious. You're here on a business trip, but you're going to get a little pleasure in while you're at it. Yeah, that's really one of the best ways to do it. I mean, you have to travel for business anyway, so your trip is probably already paid for, and as long as you're going on the trip, you might as well enjoy it to its fullest, right? That's what I always say. So I think you're gonna find that easy to do in our station. So okay, so it looks like we have 3 rooms currently available that would be highly compatible with you. The first room is a small room, but it does have a lovely view of the 3 moons of Calsoma, and it's also on the side of the station that never receives any direct sunlight. If that's an issue, I don't know if that's going to be a problem for you. Direct sunlight is not a problem? Okay. Well, in that case, we also have a small room on the opposite wing of the station, which has a lovely view of a blue giant. Yeah, filtered view, of course, because we don't want it burning your retinas. Might be a little too bright. Okay. Well, on the next tier up, we do have a medium class room, which comes with its own food synthesizer, so you won't have to be going out to eat or calling room service all the time. And that is in fact a terrarium room. So it's a dry terrarium, so the moisture content should not be too high to be incompatible for you. But there's a lot of desert-loving plants in there that you might find rather charming and kind of bring some of the comforts of home. And then we also have, in the larger section, we do have a very large interactive holographic suite. And the one thing with that is that we do require a 3-day minimum stay. But that's a very comfortable room. Being an interactive holographic room, you can synthesize any surroundings or furniture or pretty much anything that you want to be in there. And being holographic, you don't have to worry about damaging anything, or you won't incur any extra expenses because the room itself is basically just a shell. And then you walk in, and to the left is the keypad, where you'll be able to program the room exactly to your liking. You think that one sounds pretty good? And are you okay with the 3-day minimum stay? You're going to be staying for 7 days anyway? Okay, perfect. Well, let me go on ahead and get that booked for you. And how are you planning to pay for your room? We accept galactic credits, intergalactic charge cards, neutron particles, or quasar bovine tails. Intergalactic charge card? Okay. And what is your charge card number? Or do you happen to have the card with you? You do. Okay, great. I'll just run that through here. Now, how did you arrive at Starshine Station today? Did you come by transporter or shuttle? Did you bring your own ship? Did you ride a light beam over? You brought your own ship? Okay. And where is that currently docked? You're orbiting one of the next door moons? Okay, well, we do actually offer docking services at no additional charge to all of our guests here at the station. Would you like me to go ahead and have someone bring that in and dock it for you? You would, okay. And what kind of a ship is it? All right. And what is the serial number? Okay. And the transporter code? Yes, so our employee can run and fly that back for you. Okay. Now, is there anyone else currently aboard the ship? Just so when our person beams over, they're not surprising anyone who is left on the ship and unaware that a stranger would be entering. Nope, it's just yours? Okay. And do you have any luggage that you would like brought down from your ship? A fang brush? Okay. And an intergalactic communication module? Okay. You need that for your work? Okay, yeah. Make sure to have that brought down. What do you do for work? Oh, okay, that's very interesting. So it sounds like you're rather adventurous. Yeah, well, it sounds like a very fun way to make your living, so. Okay, well, I've got you all booked in here. We do offer a few additional services that you might be interested in. And of course, you can refuse any of them, but all of these services are complimentary, so there is no charge for any of them if you're interested. So, let me just bring up the list here. Now, we offer wake-up calls, which many of our working guests find convenient, particularly because, everyone's coming from a different planet and a different place in the galaxy, and it can be difficult to adjust to a standard time schedule in this area. So, those wake-up calls just kind of help make sure that you don't miss any important meetings while you're in this quadrant. And we also offer a temporal displacement wake-up call. What is that? Well, the temporal displacement wake-up call is you can select which day of your stay that you would like to wake up on. So, for example, if you have something specific planned for the 7th day of your stay and you want to get that out of the way first, tomorrow we can wake you up on the 7th day. You can get that done, and then you can go back to sleep that night, and you'll wake up tomorrow. So you'll have that out of the way, and then you can wake up tomorrow. It's just kind of, I hate to use the word time travel because it's not technically time travel. It's temporal displacement. We just kind of move the temporal streams around to allow you to enter the different parts of the time stream at different times. So it's very convenient if you want to kind of rearrange your meeting schedule, if you're not quite happy with the order of things. You would like to schedule a temporal displacement wake-up call? Okay. And what day would you like to be woken up on? Okay. Tomorrow? Okay. And what day would you like that to be? Today. Okay. Reverse temporal displacement wake up? Okay. Yeah, it's a great way to squeeze a little more time into your trip so you can really get the pleasure part of your business and pleasure trip. Now, we also offer an in-room spa treatment. While we do also have a spa on the premises, which I'll discuss in a minute, we do have technicians from the spa who will come straight to your room and give you spa treatments. So, you could get yourself a massage or a scale buffing or an antenna stretching session, whatever suits your fancy. And again, there's absolutely no charge, and you can book an appointment for any time that you would like. You think you're going to pass on that? Okay, no problem. We offer deradiation services. So I don't know exactly how good your radiation shields are on your ship, but if you think you've absorbed too much of the cosmic background radiation in your travels, we can certainly schedule a deradiation session for you. And once again, this is an in-room service, so you don't have to go anywhere else in the station to do this. We come to you and can just sweep away all that extra radiation that you may have absorbed in your flight. Don't think you'll be needing that? Okay, no problem. All of our rooms come with standard cleaning, but we do also have two other options for less cleaning. If you're someone who really prefers to have all the various particles of the space station floating around, some species have, low tolerance to environments that are too sterile. So we try to be considerate of that. So if you want a low cleaning, we can certainly schedule that, or a no cleaning. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have a more in-depth cleaning service where we can have your room cleaned up to every hour if your species is more sensitive to all the various particles floating around the space station. Yes, we try to use cleaning products that are compatible with all species, or at least most species, but of course, the galaxy is a very large place, and we can't guarantee that none of the products are going to cause a bad reaction in some of our guests. So we always tell guests to let us know immediately if you think that they're having a negative reaction with your physiology, because we can certainly change cleaning products. And we also, if you know specific cleaning products that work well with your species, we can either check our stores and see if we have those in our storage closet, or we can have some transported in from somewhere in the galaxy. Standard cleaning is fine for you, but you would like to choose the cleaning products? Okay, no problem. Let me know what would work well with you. Okay. Yes, we do have some of that available. Okay. Yes, and we have that available as well. So I will put a little note on your file. And make sure that the cleaners know to use those specific products in your room. Okay, great. And then finally, of course, we do have round-the-clock room service. So should you get the munchies at any time of day, you can simply call down and have some food brought to your room. It's completely around the clock because, again, given everyone coming in from different time zones throughout the galaxy, it just makes it easy. Different species are accustomed to eating at different times, and we want to accommodate as many species as we can. So round-the-clock room service lets us accommodate pretty much everyone. So we hope that you'll be taking advantage of that while you're here. You'll definitely probably be doing that. You love late night snacking. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. So, all right. So you are all set and ready. We will have your ship brought to the docking center and your luggage brought up. While you are here, if you'd like to wander around, we have a lovely lounge area, and they are divided by species, so just check the holographic sign on the door before you enter to make sure that your species isn't going to cause a bad reaction with the other species in there. If you happen to be listed as a do not enter, just keep walking until you come to a lounge that lists your specific species. Again, we don't want any fatal interactions among species, so we do have the lounge areas clearly labeled to know which ones to go into. And the same can be said for our kitchen. We have force field dividers all throughout the various sections of the restaurant. So when you're eating, please pay careful attention to the signs to make sure that you're eating in an area that is safe for your species. Does the kitchen cater to specific tastes? Absolutely. You can request anything that you would like, anything that you're familiar with eating, anything you'd like to try. The one thing that we do ask is if it's something that is not already on our menu, that you call it in at least 5 hours before you're ready to go eat, just so our chef has a little time to learn how to make it if they don't already know how. You know, so many different cultures throughout the galaxy. Our chef, while very knowledgeable in a wide variety of cuisine, can't really be expected to know every single one from all corners of the galaxy. However, our chef is very talented and an incredibly quick study, so you can give the name, our chef can look up the details and get that whipped up for you. So, like we say, just give a 5-hour notification if it's something that's not on the menu. The menu? Yes, I can send you a copy of that right now. You can peruse that. What is your communication signature code? Okay. All right, you should be receiving that now, and then you can peruse that and see what's on the menu. And if there's something not on the menu, just at the very bottom, there's a little button that says request, and you can just hit that and send your request to the chef. Okay, wonderful. And one final thing I'd like to share with you is that we do have a wonderful spa here at the Starshine Station. It's on the very top floor of the station, so you have a beautiful view of the stars while you're getting any spa treatments. And there are quite a few wonderful features available in the spa. There is a gravel room, so you can roll around in the gravel and crawl through it and, just kind of bring some of the comforts of home to the station while you're on your business/pleasure trip. There is a slithering track where you can slither around. I think it's not quite a kilometer, but it's pretty close, so you can slither for almost a kilometer around the track. And then the spa, this is our galaxy famous treatment. We do offer a filtered solar flare bath. Yes, filtered in that we take out anything that's either going to fry you or radiate you too much. We can test your species to see what the limits for those are, but it's a really wonderful experience, that solar flare bath. So if you have a little extra time, I definitely recommend signing up for that. Just, of course, leave your electronics in your room, otherwise, they will go completely haywire. So I can book one of those for you now if you'd like. And if you'd rather not, they do allow walk-ins. You think you'd like to just do the walk-in when you end up moseying down there? Okay, yep, that's no problem. Well, let me send you your room access code to your communication device. Alright, there you go. Should be receiving that now. Okay, great. So yeah, just head over to your room and shine that on the door, and that should open right up for you. Yes, our rooms are extremely secure. No one can get into the room without that code that I just sent to your device, so as long as no one gets a hold of your device, they cannot get in your room. There is a short-range transporter. It's a very small transporter, one person and perhaps a few goods that you're bringing with you, and that will allow you to transport right out to your ship or to any point in the station, just dematerialize and rematerialize without having to leave the room at all. So, you can leave all your valuables in there and not have to worry about anything getting stolen. Our cleaning crew is scanned after every room they come out of to make sure they haven't taken anything that they didn't have on them when they entered. So the doors automatically scan the cleaning crew going in and going out. So if there's any differentiation there, the alarms will be set off immediately. That all sounds pretty good to you? Okay, well, I hope that you enjoy your stay here at the Starshine Station. And I think you're going to. And if there's anything else that you need, feel free to hail us or come on back here to the front desk and I'll be happy to assist you. All right, have a lovely rest of the day.